Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
When you study local at Texas Southmost College, you can choose from over 50 associate degree programs, certificates, and workforce training programs, all at the most affordable cost in the Rio Grande Valley. Transfer your TSC credits to a university or start a new career, like Kat Gomez, who graduated from TSC and is now patrolling the streets of Brownsville and serving her community. Register now at tsc.edu/register and study local at Texas Southmost College.
This summer, it's time for mimosas and brunch with the girls. A beachside lunch with the kiddos. Delicious bayside burgers. And world-famous fried shrimp with a cold one. South Padre Island has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans covered. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hold on one second. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1. Richard Thompson Stadium, Sharyland, Texas. Is it coming through?
I'm getting ads. Okay, I can hear it.
Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check. Mic check. Richard Thompson Stadium. Check. Mic check 1 2. 18. This is a check coming live from Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland, Texas. Sharyland Rattlers hosting the Weslaco East Wildcats. Check 1 2. All right, friends, thank you so much for your patience. Just getting going here late in the second quarter. Big shout out to David Culberson here and all the staff here at Richard Thompson Stadium. We work together to get it going so we can enjoy the rest of this football game. So if you're just joining now here on the RSL YouTube channel, we're still going to be working to get it and pitch it over back to our RSL app. So Jammer's working on that as I speak. We're going to just try to get some way for us to watch the game tonight. And so here it is on the RSL YouTube channel for now through the Sharyland station. So again, big shout out here to the staff here. David doing a great job. We are doing our best to get this game live to you. It is a good game. As you can see, you're just tuning in right now. The score is 21-14. And so, yes, we have missed a lot of good football here in the first half. But I have a feeling this game is going to get better as it goes. And so better late than never. And so thanks for your patience and hanging in with us. We will be working to resolve all the issues so that way in the future we make sure that we get everything good to go from the beginning. And so, again, appreciate you so much, and thanks for joining. Here we go. Second down for the Wildcats now. Clock has been reset, so I'll get that going here in a minute. We'll get everything in right alignment here and off the left-hand side for number 2 on the carry. That's Elias. Third down coming up for the Wildcats. We are at 3:28, so I'm going to get this clock back for you all. We're scrambling here to make sure everything's good to go. And I promise you we're going to get the rest of this game the best that we can. All right, so here we go. Third down for the Wildcats. They are down 21-14. It has been back and forth here in the first half, and really has been offenses have been on show tonight. And defense trying to settle in here and get some stops. Carry again, left-hand side once again. Wildcats known for this. Bounces it to the outside. Does get out of bounds, it appears. And looks like they'll blow the clock dead there at 2:54. First down, Wildcats. Carry there by number 2, Elias Rodriguez. Strong runner. As you can see, he bounces off of those tackles and able to get the yardage he needs for a first down. First game here at Richard Thompson Stadium this year, 2025. Excited to be back. I was here last year calling home games for Sharyland ISD, and excited to see some of these players who last year were sophomores and juniors are now juniors and seniors. Good to see Weslaco East in the house here as well. Here we go. Up the middle, keeper across the 50-yard line, and he's going down to the 30, the 25, 20, 10-5. No flags on the play. Touchdown, Wildcats on the keeper by number 1, Alden Gonzalez. And what a run there by Gonzalez, and he's running that option there, the Wildcats are, and just takes it on his own. Let's see if we can get this right here. You can see him break up the middle past the 50, and it was off to the races there after that. Just doing a great job, speed, and just left the rest of the defense there in his dust. And so brings all the way down, and so it's 21-20 now, pending the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good, and it is a 7-point score here for the Wildcats to make it 21-21. And again, excited that, yes, unfortunate that it took us so long to get the stream going, but also excited because this is a great football game to kick off the season here at Richard Thompson Stadium in Sharyland, Texas. And so, again, if you're just joining us right now, we've worked to get the stream going again, worked to get all things up and going. We are working off of one camera, but if that's where we're going to get this game to y'all, that's where we're going to make it happen. And so just tuning in, it's basically 0-0. A lot of football has happened. I'm going to tell you what, Calvin Harris has been lighting it up early on in this game, connecting with the receivers, doing a great job, moving the football down the field. But just like that, Weslaco East retaliates and comes right back and puts a score on the board. And so it's been back and forth since the beginning. 21-21 is our score, but the way that I see it is 0-0 literally, because we're back to the drawing board and we get to start all over here late in the second quarter. So we're just here about right under 2:40 to go in the second quarter, and lots of football left to go. And so again, thanks so much for joining us here in the Real Sports Live Network in conjunction with Sharyland ISD, and just big thanks, teamwork. Technical difficulties from the beginning. I promise you, it's been a couple hours working on these things, and just unknowns. Tests were run earlier in the week, and everything was great, and come out today, and you know what, those wire gremlins or whatever caused. But I tell you what, the people here, and just great to work with David Culberson specifically. I'm just so thankful for him, and we're able to get you some Friday night football here in Sharyland, Texas. So here we go. Sharyland on with the ball. Like I said a while ago, early in the game here, Calvin Harris has just been lighting up. He has been efficient. He has been on point tonight, and really exciting to see him again. Got to see him all last season, and just to see him grow and to see him mature to this point where he's a senior now. You can tell the maturity and the process that he's been through to get to where he is now, and he just looks confident back there. But like I said, it's been back and forth, these offenses, and just been kind of a show tonight, and looking forward to a very, very good end of the first half here and rolling into a great second half. Here we go. Calvin Harris, handoff, right-hand side, bounces it now. He's got room to run. Across the 40, down to the 45-yard line goes number 0, Abram Carrasco. And Carrasco doing a great job there, the senior running back for the Rattlers. Moves the chains with a strong run. And here we go, Calvin Harris running shotgun formation. So it's just him, Carrasco in the backfield, 4 wide receivers spread out. And so he can throw or run from this. He hooks up with his favorite receiver of the night, Bruno Cavazos, on the outside. and just drops his shoulder pads and gets a big hit as he goes out of bounds. About 7-yard gain there for Cavazos. So we can get the replay going for us here tonight. Just a quick hit on the outside, little wide receiver bubble screen kind of. Just one blocker and still gets all those yards. Great job there by Cavazos. There's some movement down the line of scrimmage. Flag on the play. Does connect with number 11, Francisco Gomez. That'll be enough for a first down. My question is, I did see movement on the defensive side of the football, but I am not sure if there wasn't movement on the offensive side. See right here, you can see the two defensive ends actually jump across, but it also did look, also like, I was trying to get back to the replay, not going to happen. But either way, it looked like the receiver also went ahead early. So they didn't blow the play dead. So offsides on the defense, I think they're going to decline it. Yep. So it'll be first down, Sharyland. First down, Sharyland. Moving the ball again. Calvin Harris just doing an amazing job tonight directing that offense. And see, here's Coach Burgett. And this is kind of, let me see if I can pull it up again. So this was the Cavazos play. Watch this right here. Watch down the bottom of the screen. You see the receiver takes off as well. And he's actually the one who caught the football, number 11, Francisco Gomez. And so just off screen, you can see Coach Burgett down there, Weslaco East, and he's having a conversation with the officials, and I would too. And I called the game like it is, friends, and it was a great route, great catch there. But really, it should have been offsetting. And really, should have been. They should have called the play dead. But regardless, here we go. 1st and 10. Sharyland Rattlers. Calvin Harris moves his running back to the other side, and they're saying wind the clock, waiting for the scoreboard to get going. Now started here as well. Looks downfield. He's going to keep it. Shakes a man down to the 20, inside the 20-yard line, goes down to about the 18, and that is another first down. Calvin Harris, that time on the keeper, showing you that he can do it with his arm and also with his legs. Just love how he's athletic in every way. Going to take a timeout here. Right under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-21, Sharyland Rattlers threatening once again. Calvin Harris well in command of this offense at this point. Let's go. He's looking for a stop. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, folks, and then we'll be back. Thanks again for joining us in the RSL Network. And we're back here at a break. 1st and 10, Rattlers. Calvin Harris, a lone man in the backfield there. He's going to go empty set. He's got 5 wide receivers. Does put one in motion. They're going to blow this one dead now. They're going to call false start on Sharyland. And kind of, you have to wonder a little bit if that's kind of like a, I got you on the next one, right? And so they are going to call false start this time. 1st and 15 now for the Rattlers. Calvin Harris has been able to really eliminate any yardage before him. I mean, through the air or on the ground, he's been sharp so far tonight. He's going to keep it this time right up the middle. Breaks to the outside, then back to the inside. Stays on his feet down to the 5, inside the 5 to the 4. And that is Calvin Harris right there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's another first down. Watch him here, just up the middle, lots of space to run. But it's his run here at the end where he just dodges 2 defenders there. muscles his way upfield. That's impressive. Hand off up the middle. He's going to throw it. Play action. Down right at the 5-yard line. Caught by number 10. That's Oscar Cantu. So really not much gain on that one. Calvin Harris, one of those preseason favorites this year. Kind of one of the marquee quarterbacks here in the Rio Grande Valley. At least in my humble opinion, just based upon the year that he had last year, the upside, and then, of course, to come and see the growth tonight. This is a tough Weslaco East team here. He's going to carry this himself out to the outside. Shoulders down, touchdown, Rattlers. And that's Calvin Harris on the keeper. Watch him here. Just a great job following his blockers. He's got one running back in the backfield with him. Uses him as a blocker. Follows right behind. Gets on the outside of number 0, Aaron Carrasco. And finds Spader there for the Rattlers. 27-21. Waiting for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. And with that, it is 28-21 with 1:16 remaining here in the first half. And the Rattlers respond. We get another touchdown, 2 in a row. And we've got a ball game on our hands, folks. Again, thanks again for joining us here on this RSL Network. Sharyland ISD, bringing you this live broadcast. So glad you had the patience to stick with us. And stick with us here at the end of the first half, and then we'll get into the second. But we've got a game on our hands, folks. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
My son Leo just graduated from high school, but also with his associate degree from Texas Southmost College at no cost at all. Not having that financial burden was so helpful to our family. That's 2 years we did not have to pay for.
All of my TSC credits transferred to UTRGV, and I am so grateful to go into my major debt-free.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family.
And we're back, folks. Here we go. 1:16 remaining in the first half. 28-21, Weslaco East now with the football. And they have been able to score also. Hand off left-hand side, up the gut, number 22. Jay Herrera. Wildcats here. No timeouts remaining here in the first half, so might not have too much sense of urgency here. Protect the football, keep it safe, get into the locker room at halftime. 28-21. What a game so far. Again, gosh, I just feel like, we were doing our best to get this stream going from all different places. I mean, we had someone running home to get a piece, like all that kind of stuff, just trying to make it go. It's been a great game, but I am super excited for the rest of it. So here we go. Hand out reverse and a flea flicker on the reverse. Pass it downfield at the receiver, but he is out of bounds. So reverse flea flicker. That right there, my friends, is something you don't see too often. Let's take a look. It was not successful, but just watch this. Flip, and then downfield tries to, and he's open there. He just lets that football sail out of bounds. Nice play design, however. We got to give it to Coach over there on that end of the football field, but thankfully for Sharyland, it did not work out. Pulling out the trick plays early on in the season. I like it. Third down, about 8 to go. It's around 30 seconds to go here in the first half, 28-21. And, really it's been like, wow, Sharyland moves the ball, gets a touchdown, Calvin Harris. And then Weslaco East, they're predominantly a running team. We are going to have delay of game on Weslaco East here. Predominantly a running team, however, these guys are track stars here in the backfield. And so at any given moment, they can just rip one off for 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 yards and score just as fast as you can with a high-powered passing offense. And, Weslaco East has always been known for that tough, strong, gritty type, just running offense. And they're bringing it here tonight to Richard Thompson Stadium as well. Here we go. Great game, 28-21. Comes some pressure. It's going to be another reverse. And this time, great job by the Sharyland Rattler defense. And they make him bowl out there to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. And did a good job reading that. But running two reverses back to back. How about that, Coach Forget? I like it. Fourth down coming up, so this was not kind of the position that Weslaco East wanted to get in. Thankfully for Sharyland, the Sharyland faithful, they had some timeouts in their back pocket, and so now they get a chance, folks. I mean, we have 14 seconds. Sharyland Rattlers, I think we're going to have one timeout remaining. And so a short punt, decent return. Calvin Harris, anything can happen. I mean, we're talking about anything from field goal opportunity to punching one for another touchdown. So here we go. It's not over. First half, still some game left to play. You were 14 seconds remaining on the board. So definitely going to make sure the special teams, both sides of the ball, know what they're doing, get some clarity before they get going. All right, knowing folks, we're running these, and we will continue to run on the RSL network on the app. Again, doing everything we possibly could just to get the game in front of us this evening. Ran it to the YouTube channel, the RSL YouTube channel, just because we wanted to make sure that we could get the rest of the game going. So thanks for bearing with us. Hope you're enjoying this part of the game. Fourth down now. Down 7. Wildcats set to punt on fourth down. High, short punt. This is not going anywhere, folks. I mean, this is going to yield almost nothing. It's actually back behind the line of scrimmage. Now, this is a disaster for Weslaco East. And it is a blessing for the Sharyland Rattlers. I mean, you are set up right here already for a field goal. And that punt right there, my oh my. Looking down at the field, the wind isn't too crazy out of the south, more east-southeasterly. But 5 seconds, and you get to trot out your field goal unit and give it a shot here. They're marking it here at the 22-yard line, which makes it a 32-yard. The angle is tough, right, because it's going to go across number 40 here to try the extra point. Not extra point, this is a field goal, folks. David Peterson, the kicker, it is up. And it is good, and that's 3 more points for the Rattlers before halftime. And that takes our score to 31-21. And the Rattlers get a gift there. Get a gift there at the end of the half and get this instant replay here. Nice looking kick here. Again, number 40 has David Peterson. Kick is up. Time expires here. We're at halftime. And just like that, folks, 31-21. I know we just like we just got started a few minutes ago. We're going to the locker room, but please set your time for 28 minutes. And we'll be back for second half live coverage here at Richard Thompson Stadium. During the halftime, we will be running some commercials. We'll also do a split screen so you can check out the bands on the field also. Not able to run audio during halftime, though, in case you're wondering. There's just copyright issues with that, and so won't be able to actually hear the bands during halftime. But you can watch and see, and then also just put that timer on for 28 minutes from now, and we'll be back for the second half. It's going to be a good second half. I'm looking forward to it. We've got ourselves a game here. Sharyland did get the benefit there of that fourth down punt, really that I think it may have been a negative yard punt, maybe 1 or 2. Really gave Sharyland the ball right back in field goal position, and so really a gift there from Weslaco East, and so I know that can't be happy about that. It has really been back and forth so far this evening, and as soon as one team scores, the other one answers right back, and so it has been an exciting first half, frustrating also on the broadcast side, but exciting that we are going to have a great game here for us in store in the second. And so again, kind of the highlights of the first half. Great job there again, Calvin Harris on the Sharyland side of the football, just doing a wonderful job with the football on the ground, in the air, and so definitely a force to be reckoned with on that side. And of course, Wildcats, they can run at you with a couple different ways. We saw Aiden Gonzalez there with a big touchdown, and Elias Rodriguez get some work in there too. And so Wildcats kind of come at you with a 2 or 3 headed monster, and they're able to run that option and kind of keep you guessing, and so they can score at any point too, just because of the speed that they have in the backfield, the great blocking that they have on the offensive line. So it's setting up for a great matchup here in the second half. Really excited about that. Down about 26 and a half minutes to go before we're back with second half coverage. Going to run here some commercials, and then we'll be back. And I'll check in intermittently to give us a countdown until when we'll be back for the second half. But again, thanks so much for staying with us here. We're excited to get into the second half of football and hopefully be able to experience a great second half of the ball game. We're going to go to commercial break here from Richard Thompson Stadium.
Visit SoPadre.com.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and/or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
This is our home. Take a look at what we do.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, take a break with the family and visit the best beach in Texas. You're not building just a sandcastle. You're building memories. South Padre Island is the perfect place for fun in the sun. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
I'm the new athletic director here. I started here 13 years ago, and 13 years ago, our juniors and seniors were in first grade and kindergarten. As they grew through their lower elementaries, I taught them in third, fourth, and fifth grade. And now, I've coached them their freshman year, their junior year, their sophomore years, and even this year, their senior year. That's one of the pluses here at our school. We're such a close-knit family type of community. You go to big schools where kids might just be a number. Here in San Perlita, kids have a name.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, Forging Tomorrow's Leaders.
Time to take a new look, and maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Fiber, this is our home. Take a look at what we do.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
When you study local at Texas Southmost College, you can choose from over 50 associate degree programs, certificates, and workforce training programs, all at the most affordable cost in the Rio Grande Valley. transfer your TSC credits to a university, or start a new career, like Kat Gomez, who graduated from TSC and is now patrolling the streets of Brownsville and serving her community. Register now at tsc.edu/register and study local at Texas Southmost College.
This summer, it's time for mimosas and brunch with the girls. A beachside lunch with the kiddos. Delicious Bayside burgers. And world-famous fried shrimp with a cold one. South Padre Island has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans covered. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
My son Leo just graduated from high school, but also with his associate degree from Texas Southmost College at no cost at all. Not having that financial burden was so helpful to our family. That's 2 years we did not have to pay for.
All of my TSC credits transferred to UTRGV, and I am so grateful to go into my major debt-free.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work. Debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Father, this is our home. Take a look at what we do.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
All right, folks, just checking in here. About 11 minutes and 40 seconds remaining at halftime. And Sharyland now with their band and their dance team have come out now. Weslaco East, and then their team will take the field as well. So about 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in halftime. And so set those clocks here for second half live coverage. Again, 31-21 is your score here from Richard Thompson Stadium. Sharyland Rattlers over the Weslaco East Wildcats. We'll be back in about 11 minutes, 15 seconds. Back to split screen here as the band from Weslaco East Wildcats takes the field.
This summer, take a break with the family and visit the best beach in Texas. You're not building just a sandcastle. You're building memories. South Padre Island is the perfect place for fun in the sun. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
I'm the new athletic director here. I started here 13 years ago, and 13 years ago, our juniors and seniors were in first grade and kindergarten. As they grew through their lower elementaries, I taught them in third, fourth, and fifth grade. And now, I've coached them their freshman year, their junior year, their sophomore years, and even this year, their senior year. That's one of the pluses here in our school. We're such a close-knit family type of community. You go to big schools where kids might just be a number. Here in San Bernardino, kids have a name.
So we're about halfway through halftime. Yes, got Vaqueros tomorrow.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordables for you, Buick's your brand. Free your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
However, this is our home. Take a look at what we make.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
When you study local at Texas Southmost College, you can choose from over 50 associate degree programs, certificates, and workforce training programs, all at the most affordable cost in the Rio Grande Valley. Transfer your TSC credits to a university or start a new career, like Kat Gomez, who graduated from TSC and is now patrolling the streets of Brownsville and serving her community. Register now at tsc.edu/register and study local at Texas Southmost College.
This summer, it's time for mimosas and brunch with the girls. A beachside lunch with the kiddos. Delicious Bayside burgers. And world-famous fried shrimp with a cold one. South Padre Island has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans covered. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
My son Leo just graduated from high school, but also with his associate degree from Texas Southmost College at no cost at all. Not having that financial burden was so helpful to our family. That's 2 years we did not have to pay for.
All of my TSC credits transferred to UTRGV, and I am so grateful to go into my major debt-free.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. Looking forward to it here from Richard Thompson Stadium. Thanks again for joining us here on the RSL Network, running on YouTube. Not sure if we're still up yet on the RSL Sharyland channel, but I know that we're trying to get that going as well. But if not, we'll have it here on the YouTube channel for the rest of the game. Hopefully, all stays intact and the patch has made will continue to hold so that we can continue to bring you this game here. Great pre-district game here, exciting, right? And so, I kind of go back and think about Weslaco East, and Weslaco East over the past few years has had just some strong teams and not known for their strength, right? Their strength and conditioning program, their Coach Brigette and that East Side strong side, and have always been known for some strong running backs also that run behind stout offensive line, and so definitely back to form, and that's exciting. I'm very excited to see that from just a football fan perspective here in the Rio Grande Valley. They're going to be able to compete in that way. Remind me a lot kind of a team over just on the other side of the city here in PSA North, and kind of that triple option. Can kind of run with multiple backs. Even the quarterback can get outside, get loose. And so definitely excited to see that continue tonight. And Sharyland, of course, historically have had some good quarterbacks. And you look at, and some running backs too, and other players, I'm not just saying, but Calvin Harris definitely fits that bill this year. And, the benefit that he has is he's got two outstanding wide receivers, at least two, more than that actually. But, kind of come back to Bruno Cavazos and Francisco Gomez, just because I called games here in Sharyland last year, and those were two names that I became very familiar with. Those are targets that he liked to go to quite often. And, of course, you got Sebastian Martinez, you have Carrasco. You got a bunch of playmakers there on the offensive side of the football there, also for the Rattlers. And, the Rattlers also have been known for that defense side of the ball. And definitely, starting to put those clamps down here at the end of the first half and getting a score on the offensive side of the ball, but then getting a stop on the defensive side of the ball, so that to keep this game from being a shootout. And so definitely seeing the adjustments. I know halftime is a big time for adjustments for both of these squads, and they'll come out here. Coaching staff's got a game plan in store for the second half of our ball game here. So we're going to get going here in a few seconds. You can see Rattlers are on the field now, as well as the Wildcats. So take a quick commercial break, folks, and we're going to be back for kickoff here in the second half at Richard Thompson Stadium. Thanks for having us. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking with us. And we're excited for the second half.
Come.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student, ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
And we're back, folks. Here we go. Kickoff time here in the second half. Sharyland kicking out to Weslaco East. Weslaco East, if you remember, and were with us down late in that second half. We're down in their own territory and had a punt that had, I think, negative yardage on it. And so that set up Sharyland for a pretty easy field goal and able to get that through. And 31-21 is our score because of that. And so Weslaco East they weren't too far out, or just one score down, but that kind of special teams blunder kind of hurt them a little bit and made this a 10-point game. But they'll get a chance right now to get back on the board. That running game has been stout, so we'll see what, if any, changes. I'm sure there will come for that Sharyland Rattler defense to defend against this run of the Wildcats from Weslaco East. Here we go. Nice job bouncing outside. That's what they do. Runners for the Wildcats, number 2, Elias Rodriguez. And he'll finally be stopped there, right on the 30-yard line or so. And we get to see Weslaco East's offense first. Again, Weslaco East running that option. Kind of known for that. Haven't really ever been a spread offensive. They have, someone can check me on that, but as far as I can remember, I've always just been a strong running team. We did lose video signal there momentarily. Stick with us. I'm going to continue audio here, hoping that the video signal comes back. It's kind of one of the issues that we had. Here we go. Handoff here up the middle. I'm going to run this like a radio broadcast for now, folks. Number 1 on the carry. That is Aiden Gonzalez, and he picks up about 8 yards on the carry. Second down for the Wildcats. This is the issue that we're having earlier. It's just a video feed issue. Our system here is well set up. We've got our mixers, our switchers, everything. But the cable, for whatever reason, coming, and here we go. See, it's going to come in and out. But I'll give you radio here. Handoff, left-hand side, runs into a wall of defenders there. Number 13 for Sharyland Rattlers, kind of at the helm there of that defensive push. Daniel Mireles, defensive end senior. And we're back again. So, again, folks, I apologize sincerely. But this is the issue that we had hoped that had been remedied from the beginning of the game, and just for whatever reason, countless possibilities, the video feed is just not solid, and so we're going to run it as long as we have it and as long as we can. So stick with us. In the moments, say it does black out, I'm going to keep going audio and just do radio style. Third down, short for Weslaco East, up the middle, and that's a big-time run, and he's still going, number 2, with a carry. And that's Elias Rodriguez, and just ripping one up the middle there. Same comes to the line of scrimmage here, and really Weslaco East, this is what they're good at. I mean, really it's not flashy, it's just power football. And just handoff there, right up the middle, great push there by the offensive line, getting to the second level. And really starting to get to those linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks. 10 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 31-21 is still your score. Weslaco East driving here. First drive of the second half. Handoff, right-hand side goes Rodriguez. And he gains about 3 yards. And, every carry you get 3 to 4 yards. 3 of those 3-4-yard carries will get you 12, so that's the first down. And so sometimes that's the game plan. It's just continuously just giving the ball, getting those positive yards. And if you can get a few at a time, I mean, you're good to go. And just keep moving those chains. And so Weslaco is definitely good at that. Elias Rodriguez is kind of the bigger back there in the backfield. But they will switch it up. And you know that Aiden Gonzalez can run the ball as well. Handoff up the middle. Pushing about 1.5 yards short of the first down marker is number 2, Elias Rodriguez, on the carry there for the Wildcats. Marching down here about the 33-yard line. Wildcats break the huddle here. Third down and about 1.5 yards to go. Nothing changing. This time, keeper up the middle, and that's enough for a first down. Goes Aiden Gonzalez. The Wildcats here. This time a little different look. Bring across that wing T-backer, number 9. Stream him across the block. That's Rudy Villegas. he can also get the ball. And so that's the option there that Gonzalez has. He can choose to pitch it out to his tailback. He can choose to give it to his wing back, number 9, Villegas, coming across, or he could keep it. So that's a triple option. Brings him across again. This time he'll use them again as lead blockers down, gains about 3 yards on the carry, utilizing Villegas coming across. And you kind of know what you're getting. You know, when you're looking at an option type offense, it's almost like they telegraph the plays. It's just you don't know which player is going to get the ball. And that's where the mystery comes in. So on the defense side of the football, it's called assignment football. And really, you're just doing your best to cover your gap, cover your guy, not get out, not get overrun, not overrun the play. And it's just about being disciplined. Hand off right-hand side. Well, Weslaco has kind of perfected this type of offense. They just plug and play new players. Elias Rodriguez starting to carry right-hand side. They've had some good ones here. Elias Rodriguez seems to be more of a power back. He does have the speed to breakaway, though. He can do that. Number 9, Rudy Villegas, even a bigger body there. So he's kind of runs the fullback. Really, they line up here behind the offensive tackle. You can see him here on the bottom of your screen, number 9. But once he gets in motion like that, I mean, he could get the football, but he's really operating more as a fullback. And that's a first down. And so the Wildcats coming out here early in the second half. And also, you know, what it does, if you notice, half of the time is gone in the third quarter. And so, you know, this type of offense, it just kind of chips away little by little at the time. And, you know, by the time you look up and the quarter's gone. And, you know, the team has moved, you know, at this point, probably, you know, a good 60 yards. And really they're taking a lot of time off the clock. Handoff, right-hand side. Still on his fumble on the field. The Rattlers have it. He's going to return this one out past the 30-yard line. Finally tackled there. And that is a big-time play for the Rattlers, number 35, on the recovery. And that is Santiago Vasquez, the sophomore defensive back. And he comes up with a big-time play as the Wildcats were really driving at will, taking time off the clock, really taking all the time. Half of it, I should say, not all, but half of it off the third quarter here. And then a big-time play there for the Rattlers. Do have a cramp on the field there. Villegas, he's able to walk off on his own power. But what a big play there for the Sharyland Rattler defense. Because, like I said, Weslaco East was just driving the football. It almost seemed like they wouldn't be stopped. And needed that turnover there. Rattler fans are rejoicing right now. And here we go, folks. First and 10, Rattlers going the other way now. And here we go. 4 wide receivers for Calvin Harris, rolling to his left, looks downfield, comes backwards, trying to set up a screen there. That's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 32, Kevin Alanis. Multiple footballs down there in the field at the same time. 6:01 remaining here in the third quarter. Half the time spent on that drive there by the Weslaco East Wildcats. But came up with nothing. Fumble after a very impressive drive. Gives the Rattlers a chance to get going again. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Man in motion. Calvin Harris rolling to his left now. Throws it downfield to the man in motion. Connects with him. That should be a first down for the Rattlers to Francisco Gomez. One of the favorite targets there. Between Gomez, junior. You got Bruno Cavazos, a senior. You got Sebastian Martinez out there, senior. Seen these guys matured over the past couple years. You know, they came in, a lot of these guys as even freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and now they're getting to that point where they've got a lot of game experience under their belts, and now they're able to utilize that. Out to the 40-yard line goes number 11, And that's a nice pickup there for Francisco Gomez. They like using him in motion. They like to move him around. And so he's a receiver, but here essentially he's a running back. And he's got great vision downfield, great speed, obviously. He's able to get a big chunk there for the Rattlers. Second down and about 2. Again in motion. Handoff up the middle. Nice quick break, and that'll be a first down. Good carry there. Kevin Anise, the junior running back. And that'll keep the chains moving. And really, if you're Sharyland, you're up 10 points right now. This is a good game plan. You don't really need to extend yourself too much on offense. Don't really need to throw downfield, put the ball at risk of being intercepted or anything like that. Base foundational plays here. Just keep that clock moving. Number 10 in motion, that's Oscar Cantu. Throws it out to Cantu, but great job there defensively. Tackled immediately. As soon as he caught the football there by number 6, I believe, on the tackle is Ram Carrera. Second down, about 14. Right around that 4-minute mark here. Calvin Harris, 4 wide receivers. He kind of runs it this way or 5. He's going to have a running back with him in the backfield or not. Pretty simple. They're going to blow this one dead. Penalty. That's going to be delay of game on the offense. So it did take them quite a while to get that snap off, so they're going to get a 5-yard penalty and get another crack at it. Scoreboard shows 3:42 remaining in the third quarter. Again, remember, first 6 minutes was all Weslaco East offensive drive and just marching down the field, almost unstoppable, I would say. And then all of a sudden, a fumble on the play, and Sharyland gets the ball back. A couple big mistakes for Weslaco East, or else the score would be different. Throws it downfield, incomplete pass, and pressure in his face there. See if we can get that. And he threw that almost blindly as the pressure comes right up the middle. Right off the side, actually. It was from the defensive end position. Bringing the pressure, there's number 17 for Weslaco East. That's Nehemiah Munoz. Third down, about 18 to go for the Rattlers. Rolls to his right now. Nehemiah gets picked up. He's got someone open over the middle, and it is caught down all the way to the 30-yard line. And that's number 17, Bruno Cavazos, with a big-time haul there for the Rattlers. What a throw, what a catch. Watch this replay here. Calvin Harris looking downfield, just launches it. Great pickup there on the block. Gives him time, and Bruno Cavazos just goes down, comes back forward just a little bit, and gets underneath it to make the grab. Do have a Weslaco East player down on the field with an injury, so we'll take a quick injury timeout, and we'll be back.
Fiber, this is our home. Take a look at the wing.
All right, and we're back from injury timeout. First down and 10 for the Rattlers. Man in motion there. Keeper, Calvin Harris up the middle, finding some space there. Another miss. Stiff arm down to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Rattlers. What a run by Calvin Harris, and he's been doing this all night tonight. You'll see here on the replay, just keeper up the middle, design run play. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the stiff arm. And then he's off to the race for the corner of the end zone. Great job there, camera operator, by the way, following that play. And another touchdown for the Rattlers, making it 37-21, pending the extra point attempt. The Rattlers kind of running away with it now. Extra point is up, and it is good. 38-21 is your new score here from Richard Thompson Stadium. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the Rattlers look like they were getting to a point to where they were going to get stopped. They're down. Long pass play to Bruno Cavazos, moves them downfield. On the very next play, Calvin Harris calls his own number. Scrambles, great running, stiff arm, touchdown, Rattlers. We'll be right back.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, take a break with the family and visit the best beach in Texas. You're not building just a sandcastle. You're building memories. South Padre Island is the perfect place for fun in the sun. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
I'm the new athletic director here. I started here 13 years ago, and 13 years ago, our juniors and seniors were in first grade and kindergarten. As they grew through their lower elementaries, I taught them in third, fourth, and fifth grade. And now, I've coached them their freshman year, their junior year, their sophomore years, and even this year, their senior year. That's one of the pluses here at our school. We're such a close-knit family type of community. You go to big schools where kids might just be a number. Here,
And we're back, folks. Here we go. 2:57 remaining in the third quarter. And the Sharyland Rattlers off a big 30-yard run from Calvin Harris. Get that reset. See if we can run that replay one more time. Check this out. 1, 2, stiff arm right there. Great block out there on the outside by number 11, Francisco Gomez. And touchdown, Rattlers. 38-21. It's close, folks. Just within a touchdown right before second half. Field goal and a touchdown has spread it out to this point. Weslaco East, they're not giving up yet, though. Out to the 35-yard line. He'll be tackled there. And Weslaco East's last drive was just having a lot of success. Moving the ball, doing a great job. And fumble on the play. And that really hurt them. Really kept them from, I thought they were going to punch them in for a touchdown, as a matter of fact. Right? It looked really, that drive looked so good. And, you know, just Sharyland player number 35, I believe it was, just at the right place at the right time, Santiago Vasquez. And was able to jump on that fumble, recover it, and give Sharyland the opportunity to spread this lead out some more. So here we go. 1st and 10, Weslaco Wildcats down to the 35-yard line. Number 1, Aiden Gonzalez at the helm with 2 running backs. 1, 2 is each side. He passes this out. Connects with number 2 on the pass. Elias Rodriguez gains a couple of yards there. I thought he was forced out of bounds, but it looks like he stayed inbounds. And here we go. Weslaco's first time seeing a pass from them in a while. Mostly everything has been done just running the ball. But again, you know, if you're going to see a pass most of the time out of Weslaco East, it's going to be to one of the running backs out of the backfield or in motion. Aiden Gonzalez, 2nd down. I'm going to call it about 7 to go. Right above the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Hand off left-hand side. Good tackle there on the corner. Number 15 in for the Rattlers, Leo Trujillo, the junior linebacker. Believe that. Could be wrong. Hard to get these numbers up here in the booth, but I'm doing my best. So keep calling out names. And 3rd down coming up for the Wildcats. Not a lot of, urgency and just kind of sticking with it, kind of methodical. I mean, it works. And this offense is designed, they can get up early. It's really hard to come back on them because they're just going to grind it out. They're going to take time off the clock. Nice pass, almost picked off there in the middle of the football field. And he went for it there, trying to connect with his receiver number 4, Aiden Pequeño. And a risky ball there in the middle. We had 2 defenders. And number 35, who recovered that fumble just a while ago, is right there, Santiago Vasquez. And he's a sophomore, and he's showing out tonight. And he was right. He almost jumped that route and had that interception. He does hobble off the field a little bit. More likely a cramp. Several guys have already gone down with cramps tonight. Again, it's warm. When I got in the truck to come over here, it's 104 degrees, folks, here in South Texas. And it's kind of normal for us, yes. But, I mean, if you're not hydrated well, don't have the right amount of potassium salt in your system, I mean, it's cramp city. Uh-oh. I don't know if that was touched or not, but either way it's picked up. And this is a return out here to the 30-yard line. Number 1, Sebastian Martinez gets to that one. Let's see if we get that on replay. Here's the punt. And he got really close to that football, and it's dangerous. The coaches will tell you, stay away from that football. Get away. Because if that hits that player, it's a live football. Weslaco can jump on that, and I mean, they're right there close to the end zone. So Sharyland catches a break on that one. And they'll get the ball here with a new series. 1st down and 10, Rattlers. Looking around the field, I think we have a quarterback change, folks. Yeah, we do. Calvin Harris is going to take the night. Rest of the night looks like, at least for now, he's down on the sideline along with a couple of his key players there. Here goes a handoff across the field to number 21, and that's Luis Valderas. So we do have a few new players on the field now for the Rattlers. I see here on the sideline, Calvin Harris, number 17, Bruno Cavazos, who had that beautiful connection earlier, got him all the way down into deep in Wildcat territory, and then set up that nice run for Calvin Harris. And really, Calvin Harris has been unstoppable tonight. I mean, looking amazing. His first outing here this season. Handoff left-hand side. Trying to find a gap. There's number 0, Abram Carrasco. And gains about 3 yards. Didn't look like much, but now we're looking at where they're spotting it. Maybe even a 4-yard gain there for Carrasco. Might be the last play of the third quarter. Remember, folks, right before the first half, I mean, it was tied. And then it went up 28-21. Weslaco East had the ball and fumbled it away. Field goal, then touchdown in the second half has led us to 38-21. So Sharyland Rattlers have had the ball bounce their way a couple of times. And it has been good fortune for them. But they have capitalized well, which is the most important thing. I'm going to take a commercial break, folks. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here. 38-21 is your score from Richard Thompson Stadium.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
All right, we're back. Start of the fourth quarter now. Sharyland Rattlers have a chance here to really put it away. They have rotated in some backup offensive players. We do have some communication between the officials going on down on the field. I think they're just trying to, something with the chains over there on that side. So unlike NCAA and NFL, still have those old trusty chains there on the sidelines. We don't have that digital measuring just yet. Not sure that'll ever make its way down to high school level due to cost, right? But for now, that setting that chain is important. And any kind of kink in that chain or not, whatever, they got to fix that. So we're going to take a quick commercial break as they work on that. And then we will be back once they get us ready to go. I'm going to leave it on split screen for us, though, so we can tell when it looks like action is about to kick up again.
It's time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
And we're back. Here we go. Got the chain situation all figured out. And we're ready to get going here in the fourth quarter. Now the officials having a conversation on this side of the field, but everybody's squared. Everybody's cleared up. We're good to go. Let's play some football. Number 19 now, quarterback for the Sharyland Rattlers. That is Lalo Aguirre, and he is listed here as a senior quarterback. Empty set. Fires this one away. Connects. Space to run in the middle of the field. He breaks this one. Out past the 40, now down to 30, down to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Rattlers. What a play there. Number 19 connecting. Let's see if we get that replay. I just got the end of it. It happened so fast. And look at him streaming down the sideline. Number 21, Luis Valderas, the junior wide receiver. And he got his shot tonight, and he took all of that down, took it home. And just like that, the Rattlers are up 44-21 on the Wildcats. And again, folks, at the end of that second quarter, it looked to be a close game. And I said, man, we're going to have a phenomenal close start into this football game. And little by little, due to a couple of mistakes by Weslaco East, the Rattlers have put them away. And so we're sitting here at 45-21, just kicking off the fourth quarter with some backup players on the Sharyland Rattlers side, showing that they've got some juice too. And so what an impressive score there. And the Rattlers up 45-21. Quick commercial break, folks. We'll be back.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
This is our home. Take a look at what we do.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on...
All right, kickoff time now. Sharyland Rattlers getting off deep to the Wildcats, Weslaco East. Great to have this matchup regardless. I mean, this is early in the season. Really, these are some tune-up games, getting ready for district for both teams. Onside attempt here, and I think that's going to be still on the ground, recovered by Sharyland. Wow. surprised me up here in the booth for sure. Surprised Weslaco East down on the field, absolutely. We're going to see what's going on here. Do we have a flag on the field, though, before the line judge here has got the call? He's talking with the referee, which is the Whitecap. Get the call here from the referee. All right, so the rule is that the ball has to go 10 yards. Let's see if we can pick it up here. Kick from the 50. The ball cannot be touched by a Sharyland player until the 40. I mean, it went more than 10 yards. That's interesting to me. Not quite clear. So we can see this again. Okay, I'm sorry. It's here on the 45, right? Okay, so it needs to go to the 35. 30. Oh, okay. So right. I mean, that's splitting hairs there. But official had a good view on that. And it looks like it was touched right before it hit that 10-yard mark. So good call there. Seems by the official. But, man, that would have been something right there. Just a surprise of an onside kick. All right, here we go. Weslaco East turn. Handoff up the middle. And that's number 2. Celias Rodriguez, and he's done a good job carrying the football. And, you know, this offense has at times seemed unstoppable and really, you know, just able to churn out yards 4 or 5 at a time, then big runs down the sidelines, big runs up the middle. Like, you know, at moments, this offense has just looked like a machine. And then all of a sudden, it just seems like kind of the gears kind of just get wrecked up, and the machine kind of comes to a halt. And so, obviously, a lot of that has to do with the defensive changes, right, that Sharyland has made, and just the tweaks along the way. Done a great job of making those adjustments. Josh Silva over there in the defensive crew for the Rattlers. But either way, Weslaco East, you know, it kind of had it going in the first half, and I thought, really, man, like this looks like the old Weslaco East, kind of that unstoppable triple option, and they sputtered a little bit, but at any time that machine gets working again, and man, you could see that offense start to move down the field, and they showed that in the third quarter. You know, they were down 10 at the time, and they took 6 minutes off the clock as an offense, and that's great. And if you could do that, but just unfortunately not able to capitalize on that great drive. 4th down coming up now for the Wildcats. And like I said, you know, just it kind of seems like it'll get to a level of efficiency and just churning that machine, and then all of a sudden it just stops. And then that's the point with an offense like this that you got to think about moving on. You know, if you don't have a pass offense, we might get a chance to see it right here. They're going 4 wide. Let's see if they've got it, because you're going to need it. And this is going to be a keeper designed, it looks like, but just stopped, man, in his tracks. And number 1, Aiden Gonzalez, trying to get outside of that defense and just nothing doing there. Now we have a flag on the play. And then we did have a little extracurricular activity, so the officials will sort that out. But let's watch this here. He's got a lot of speed here on the outside and makes a good cut there. But really, there's just too much green grass to get through to get that first down, and ends up not. But let's see. We do have flag, I think, 1, at least 1 on the field. And let's see. If this goes against Sharyland, this could give Weslaco East. Remember, this is the 4th down, so the turnover on downs right now. If it would stand, it'd be Sharyland's football in Weslaco East territory. Long discussion here by the officials. Center fielder. Great job, camera operator up there on top of the booth. Got put on the spot and said, we got 1 camera running this production for the rest of the game, and so every shot is dependent on this one. And I believe I think it might be a student here from Sharyland ISD, and so hats off to the camera work this game, because we don't have the multiple camera switching because of the issues that we've had. But great job up there, whoever it is. for sure we get to at least be in the game here tonight, and we're excited for that. Here we go. Unsportsmanlike. And that is on Sharyland. After the play now. On Sharyland as well. So these are both going against Sharyland. First down. Okay, so it'll be first down, Sharyland ball. So I guess since it was after the play, interesting to me. I am very confused right now because those are unsportsmanlike conduct plays, but it happened after the play was penalties. I'm sorry, after the play was ruled dead. So Sharyland will get the football, but they're going to be marched back, assess those penalties. Right? There we go. So that's what we got here. Just our time here just a little bit. We're actually at 10:07. There we go. So now we're matched up with the scoreboard. I do my best to try to keep us matched up exactly with the scoreboard. Sometimes it gets a little bit away from me. I'm always trying to keep us really close to it, but when I get a little break, I'll get it right back on it so we are in sync. 10:07 remaining in the ball game. 45-21. Sharyland ball after 2 step-offs there. They'll have it deep in their own territory, but that hasn't stopped them yet. Pass bobbled, then caught by number 5 on the catch there is Mauricio Garza. Upended, but after a gain of about 5 yards. Saw Calvin Harris for the greater part of 3 quarters here tonight and just excelling in every way. And so now we have another quarterback. Handoff on the outside. Number 32 gets roped around, but it looks like he'll have enough for a first down. And that is Kevin Alanis, the junior running back. Again, I mean, this game went from being close quickly, in my opinion, to just kind of a runaway for Sharyland. And really, it was about capitalizing on some mistakes by Weslaco East, right? And, you know, a lot of times you get some gifts from the other team, but, you know, if you don't do anything with them, it doesn't matter. But Sharyland definitely doing a great job of converting those gifts given and turning them into some special plays and some special drives. I think we're going to go running clock here because we're now below 8 minutes. Below 9 minutes, I'm sorry. 8:47. Sometimes when we get it to the end of ball games, especially your non-district games, right? I mean, we have to consider, yes, this match is very important for both teams. Bragging rights and whatnot. But really, this is kind of, you know, this is the last couple final games. These are like glorified scrimmages, right? I mean, it's more than a practice. It's a real game situation. It counts on your record, but this doesn't count whether or not you go to the playoffs. The pre-district games don't determine that. Only in-district games on the schedule count towards who's going to make it to the playoffs for each of these districts. And so, you know, these games at the end of the day, yeah, they're competitive. Yes, they're important. You know, especially if you're going for, well, you want an undefeated record for the whole season. I get that. But really at this point, just keeping everybody safe, getting ready to the next game, that's what's most important right now. But you also get to see some new players that maybe you hadn't seen before in real game time situation like that right there. Mauricio Garza, number 5 receiver. I mean, he's sitting behind, you know, the likes of Bruno Cavazos, right? He's sitting behind the likes of number 1, Sebastian Martinez. And so you may not get a lot of touches, a lot of opportunities. Francisco Gomez, for example. But here late in the game, I mean, he gets a chance to showcase what he can do. And then the coaches look at him and say, like, you know what, we've got good depth at the wide receiver position. You know, barring anything, you know, unfortunate happening, you know, Sharyland's in a good spot. You know, when you look at it that way. So that's what these games are for. You get to see real live intensity at real-time speed. And a lot of these games across the valley, across the state even, you know, that's what these games are being played for. And, you know, they've been going against each other in practice for a few weeks already, and they're tired of that. They want to see a different color uniform in front of them. And so now you got the all reds on one side, you got the white with the black on the other side, and it has been good to have Friday night football back in South Texas. Man in motion now. Second down. Carry, left-hand side there. Good defensive stop there by number 53 of the Wildcats. That's Adrian Espino. And we'll lose a yard on that carry. 31 coming off the field, Nathan Saldana. Not a big body wide receiver down there, Mauricio Garza, number 5. And like what I see from him, he had that really nice catch earlier and run after catch. A good target there out of the slot. Looks downfield, looks him off actually. Nice moves there. Quarterback getting out of the pocket. Once again, evading would-be defender. Launches it downfield, an incomplete pass. But that was a lot of movement there to avoid a sack. And he did it really well, number 19, Lalo Aguirre. But good job there by the defense, putting the pressure on and making him get out of the pocket. Fourth down coming up now for the Wildcats. We get towards the end of the game, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. And really, again, you know, we missed all the way through halfway, a little bit more through the second quarter with some technical difficulties here. But, man, we were just determined to get this broadcast live so that we could get some kind of football here in Sharyland on Friday night. And glad we did. Look at the moves here. My gosh, he's just evading would-be tacklers left and right, and he connects with the receiver downfield. Flag does come in on the play. So I don't know what's going to happen. But that was a lot of work there by number 19. Yeah, so this will go against Sharyland. I think we have an illegal man downfield, number 77. That's the thing. When you have a scrambling quarterback, you know, and as a former offensive lineman, I can tell you, you know, you're like, okay, you're not throwing the ball, so you're going to run now. So let me go downfield and get a block for you. Well, the quarterback just steps back and actually throws the football, and you as an offensive lineman are too far downfield, you're getting flagged for that, and that's going to be ineligible man downfield. And so that happens a lot with scrambling-type quarterbacks. And, you know, offensive linemen, big guys down there just want to go get a block downfield, and so they think they're trying to help their quarterback out and ends up getting penalized for it. So I feel you, bro. Fourth down. Here we go. Good-looking punt here. Wow. If it would have had some backspin to that, that would have been a perfect punt. So that does roll into the end zone. So we'll take a quick commercial break, folks. We'll be back. 5:43 remaining. 45-21 your score here at Richard Thompson Stadium.
Visit www.sunnyglen.org.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music. Savor fresh seafood and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
When you study local at Texas Southmost College, you can choose from over.
And we're back, folks. Here we go. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Quick toss out there, left-hand side. Caught, gets nice space run, drops his shoulder pad there and goes out of bounds. Right on that first down marker. And that will be a first down for the Wildcats. Nice quick hitter there to get them going. Again, Wildcats not really changing much their game plan. We have seen a couple passes out of the Wildcats here in the past couple of drives, but really kind of bread and butter is that option. And they've kind of run it for the most part tonight. Great offense when you're ahead specifically. It's when you get behind that it's really hard to rack up scores, you know. And so, you know, unless you're just able to run all over the defense. And Sharyland Rattler defense adjustments have been great from middle of that second quarter until now. I mean, they haven't given up any points since early in that second quarter. And so They just did an excellent job of making the right adjustments. And really it's about discipline and playing, assignment football on that defense side of the football. 2 flags skyrocket up into the air. Pass is caught. That's enough for a first down, but we're going to wait to see what the officials have to say about this one. More than likely, if it is, obviously if it is against Weslaco East, is coming back. Both were right around that line of scrimmage, so possibly it could be offsides, and it is against Sharyland. So I think they probably declined that, take the first down. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to take the first down. I mean, it was a good passing catch there. They'll go ahead and take that. But again, getting back to that conversation, one-sided, obviously, great offense, love it, and if you can get up ahead early, I mean, you can really milk the clock. You can really just keep pounding it. Look at this nice run here by number 1, Aiden Gonzalez. You could do this, and, man, it's great. You get ahead, you stay ahead. Great offense for that. You get down, 45-21, and you need to make up points quick. That's when it gets hard, and really you got to develop a passing game. Got to develop that pass game just in case, have that in your back pocket. So early in the season, and really technically right now early, a lot of coaches aren't showing everything that they have either. Flag on the play, nice throw, nice catch, and I'm talking about it right now, and Weslaco East is putting on the field. They're saying, hey, we can pass the ball, and, at this point, this is what you need to do. Flag on the play thrown back here from the Whitecap referee. I think it's coming back as the Weslaco East players are marching back to the original line of scrimmage. It could be a chop block, I think. Personal foul. Block below the waist, yeah. So this rule has really come along and really being enforced right now. Trying to protect players' knees, ankles, whatnot. And so being really keen on that. Most of the time that penalty will come from the linesman or head linesman on the side. But this one comes from the Whitecap, the referee. And he calls that, he sees it, marches them back. All right, here we go. Right about 4 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Weslaco East marched back. It's at 15 yards. Repeat first down. And there's a lot of movement there and no snap of the football. So now another penalty against Weslaco East. That's going to drive them back another 5 yards. And I think this drive right here is kind of just like a microcosm of what Weslaco East kind of experienced tonight, where, things were moving well and then kind of just, self-injury and hurting themselves in giving up some mistakes and giving some gifts to the other team, right, the Sharyland Rattlers. And so it's kind of a little mini view of what's gone down. There's been a lot of good things, incomplete pass, that you could take away here as a Weslaco East football fan, as a team, because I do think they've got some talent. They've got some studs back there in that stable that can run the ball, and I think you're going to see that offense just get strong. And then plus, I love that offensive line down there for Weslaco East. It's big, strong, but they can move, and so lots of positives to take away from this game. Really just, had a couple of big mistakes and couldn't overcome those, and Sharyland did a great job of just capitalizing on those mistakes. Downfield wants to pass, double coverage deep, and this will be incomplete. And Shoney's got an arm there. He's not afraid to use it, not afraid to throw it downfield. Just great coverage there by the Sharyland defense. Back deep was number 6 and number 3, Daniel Cantu and Jorge Perez. And just doing a good job turning and running with the receiver. And, they're playing man. They don't have to zone it out. They're not playing any kind of fancy defense here. They're just going man-to-man, and they're trusting. They are running 2 safeties deep, so cover 2. Just making sure nobody gets behind them. But other than that, base defense here. Not really afraid of the pass offense. Oh, that's tip drill intercepted. That is intercepted by number 6, Sharyland Rattlers. Going to return this one down to the 35, still in his feet, down to the 31-yard line. And that is a nice tip drill. Interception. Number 6, Daniel Cantu, the junior defensive back. And that pretty much will seal the deal here for the Sharyland Rattlers. Got the replay on this one. Throws it in and out of the hands of the receiver. Picked up. And then a nice return to boot. So great job there by the Sharyland defense, holding strong at the end. Finishing it off. Great defensive play tonight from the Rattlers. Hats off there to Josh Silva and his staff, and great all-around team effort here from Sharyland. Offense clicking on all cylinders. Defense really making some great adjustments tonight and really shutting down this Weslaco East offense, and get to finish this game out here at Richard Thompson Stadium. Hand off up the middle. Gain about 6 yards there. And just a few more of these, and should be able to just shut this out. So great game. Good to see two perennial powers, and really in the past both these teams have had just some amazing teams, and it's nice to see, right, that that both teams have a shot this year of returning to some of that glory. I think, just because, Weslaco East is newer to me, I haven't really been able to keep too much track on them. But I will tell you that, Sharyland, this team compared to last year, I see growth right away. And, returning quarterback, returning receivers. I think we got some new running backs, though. Returning some guys on a few guys on the defensive side of the ball. But you see the maturation process, and I really do think that they're going to do something this year. I think they're going to make a strong run in this district. I think they're going to be a team to watch out for. I think Calvin Harris is going to be really strong. Going to be someone that you're going to be hearing a lot about as the season progresses. And got a couple of great receivers, and they can move the football. And so just an exciting time, to be a Sharyland Rattler fan. An exciting time for Weslaco East also. And, looking at district play coming up ahead here in a couple weeks, and, really get down into the nitty-gritty like we like to say. But for now, great opening night here, Friday Night Football in South Texas. It's just hard to beat. And really looking forward to calling some more games here in Richard Thompson Stadium. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back for the end of the game.
Training programs, all at the most affordable cost in the Rio Grande Valley. Transfer your TSC credits to a university or start a new career, like Kat Gomez, who graduated from TSC and is now patrolling the streets of Brownsville and serving her community. Register now at tsc.edu/register and study local at Texas Southmost College.
This summer, it's time for mimosas and brunch with the girls. A beachside lunch with the kiddos. Delicious Bayside burgers.
All right, we're back, folks. No gain on that play right there, so we're going to bring up a third down here for the Rattlers. We are down and match up our... I'll just leave it right there. We're under 2 minutes now to go here in the ball game. And story here tonight really is, number one, the broadcast getting up and running. That was really important. And again, big thanks to David Culberson and just the team here at Sharyland ISD. Deep pass into the end zone, that'll be incomplete. Big thanks to the student camera operators. So essentially, folks, what we had was, it's a multi-camera setup here. And the cable that brings in the feed from that, we, after a lot of troubleshooting, determined that cable, for some reason, from about Wednesday to today, went bad. And so we scrambled, got some pieces together. RSL scrambled to get some equipment here. David Culberson scrambled and his team. And so able to get just a one-camera line directly into our system. and thankful for that. So kick is up, field goal attempt. I think that's going to be no good. And so that's how we're able to bring you the broadcast tonight. So depending on one camera upstairs, also is run by a student, so excellent job, my friend, running that camera, and we're able to run the system through RSL. And then we had a bug in the RSL channel on the apps and had to run it through YouTube. So anyway, all that to say, if you're still with us in this broadcast, thank you so much. Please don't miss all the great Valley football games to come, and of course volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball in the spring, basketball. I mean, there's just so much coming to the RSL platform this year, and just really excited to be a part of it still, and it's going to be great. So, again, keep it here in RSL, and you'll be getting a lot of local Valley sports and throughout South Texas, as a matter of fact, as the season progresses. 1st and 10, Weslaco East. About 1:39 remaining here in the ball game. Weslaco East, man, I mean, they came out strong first, second quarter, and I just feel ever since that punt in the second quarter, right at the end of the second quarter, that just came back on a negative yardage. I feel they just weren't able to rebound after that, and of course Sharyland was able to pounce on that and get a field goal. And then came back field goal, and then in the second half, Weslaco East had a 6-minute drive. And I was like, man, they're going to get back in this game, bring it within 3 again, and just stalls out, right? And Sharyland able to come down, they score a touchdown, and the rest is history. And so, you know, we've ended up with where we're going to end up tonight. But Weslaco East, promising stuff early on in this game. And there's some names to watch out for this coming year for Weslaco East, and that was Devin Burnias on the run there. But Elias Rodriguez is a great runner of the football. Aiden Gonzalez also showing he's got an arm too. And so we did have number 9, Rudy Villegas. I want to mention him. He did go out earlier. He was kind of running from that wing spot, and he comes around in motion and acts as a fullback, but he can also get the ball. So he has, I don't think he's returned. He's been on the sideline there, but he's up on his feet, which is good. We hope he's okay. But really, you know, Weslaco East, they've got a few, maybe a handful. Look at this spin move down here. Nice run there by number 2, Elias Rodriguez. And they've got that. That's in their arsenal. And so don't sleep on this Weslaco East team either. They're going to have some opportunities, you know, down the line to show what they can do. Timeout, Weslaco East. And so with that, we'll take a timeout as well. There's a replay there, and just nice run, and should see some more of that as the season goes. Take a quick commercial break, folks. We'll be right back.
South Padre Island has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans covered. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
And we're back. 1st and 10, Weslaco East. Still working at it, and I love it. Number 21, nice carry left-hand side. Gets upfield, cross the midfield mark. And that's been a nice 14-yard gain for number 21, Devin Burnias. Now we have a timeout on the field. I think that's going to be checking here. Wildcats had a couple. Rattlers had a couple. So they'll take another timeout here. We'll take a split screen timeout. We're getting here close to the end of the football game, folks.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Tex in Arlington.
Well, we're back with 43 seconds remaining in the ball game. Snap, rolling left. Here comes the pressure. Lets it fly in and out of the hands of his receiver. It was there. Hit both of his hands. Just couldn't hold on to it. It was a nice-looking pass there. Aiden Gonzalez with a lot of pressure in his face. And definitely showing some resolve there to get the ball downfield and try to make something happen here for his offense. And I definitely like the way that Burgett's got his team out there playing and not giving up. You know, they're playing to the very last whistle, and I love that. And I think that says a lot about the culture of the team. And so definitely carry that with you to the next game. 2nd down and 10. Wildcats. And in motion there given to the tailback. Tailback right up the middle. Gets a good push there. Number 21 again. Devin Burnias has been getting the call here. That's going to be a stop of time. Timeout Weslaco East. And that should be their final timeout that they'll use here. Right at 27 seconds remaining in the ball game. 45-21.
My son Leo just graduated from high school, but also with his associate degree from Texas Southmost College at no cost at all. Not having that financial burden was so helpful to our family. That's 2 years we did not have to pay for.
All of my TSC credits transferred to UTRGV, and I am so grateful to go into my major debt-free.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit
3rd down and about 4 to go for the Wildcats. And they desperately want to get that 1st down, and I love it. Here we go. 3rd down. Man in motion. Handoff. Bounces it to the left. This is their workhorse here. Dot to the 30. Has enough for a 1st down. Pushed out of bounds. And that is number 2, Elias Rodriguez. I just love the way that young man runs the football. And not showing any signs of letting up here late in the ball game. So I love it. 1st down for the Wildcats. They'd love to get another score on the board. Well, why not? Sharyland defense played a great ball game as well. I'm sure they would not want for them to put another score on the board. So, I mean, we still got some real football going on here at the end of this football game. 1st and 10, Wildcats. Looks downfield, scrambles, going to keep it, slides around the 25-yard line, right around 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Aiden Gonzalez, no timeouts remaining, so he's going to go quick back. Receivers all the way down in the end zone, so they got to get back, get set. Sandoval spikes it right here at 3 seconds remaining in the ball game. So they get one more play off. I mean, at this point, you can try to run another play. You can try to kick a field goal even. But regardless, I love it. I mean, why? This is time. You cannot replicate this kind of intensity, this kind of speed in practice. You just can't. You can try all you want, but until you have another opponent from another school in front of you, you're just not going to get it. So take advantage of it right now. And I love how Coach Burgett is thinking about this. And, you know, this is the best reps you're going to get. And it's against live competition against another team. And so I love it. Here we go. 3rd down. Last play of the game, potentially. And they're going to blow it dead. What happened here? Is that delay of game, maybe? So it says 1 second on the play clock. Oh, reset the play clock. Yeah, delay of game. So they did get a delay of penalty. So after a timeout, they still get a delay of game penalty. That's something. But regardless, so we're going to get one more play for sure. before we're going to sign off here at Richard Thompson Stadium. Player of the game tonight, by the way, in my opinion, is going to go to Calvin Harris, number 14, quarterback. Multiple touchdowns on the ground, through the air, and he looked amazing tonight. And so, Real Sports Live, the RSL Economy Awards player of the game will go to number 14, Calvin Harris of the Sharyland Rattlers. Last play of the game coming right here. Quick dump off there, number 22. Makes a break inside, down to the 15, down to the 10. Stay on his feet at 5. Touchdown, Weslaco East Wildcats. And I love the fight there at the end. Number 22, Jay Herrera, with a catch and touchdown. Watch this right here, folks. This was pure heart and determination. I mean, bounce it back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, 6 at the end here. So he went through more than half of that Sharyland Rattler defense to get that touchdown. And I love it. I'm here for that. I mean, I'm so excited that Weslaco East didn't lay down at the end. They kept fighting to the very bitter end. 0 on the play clock. 27 points now, so 45-27 is your score. And we will finish extra point good, 28-45, or 45-28 is your final score here from Richard Thompson Stadium. Sharyland Rattlers wrapping up their first game of the year at their home stadium with a win. And Weslaco East fights to the bitter end, but really gets outplayed here in the second half, and really that's the story. After that rough punt play at the very end of the first half, just not able to really get it going again. And so good hard-fought fight, though. I loved it. Both teams. Hey, great class, by the way. Sportsmanship. Didn't see a lot of chippiness, if at all. Just love that. And I think, both of these teams are going to benefit greatly from this game for the rest of the season. And so, who knows? You may see each other later on again in the year. And so, this is definitely a great matchup here for the Rio Grande Valley. And excited to bring it to you from Richard Thompson Stadium. So, after that, Aaron Signs here signing off here in the booth. And so thankful we were able to get, the second half live stream for us. And thanks for sticking it out, fans. And we'll see you again soon. Have a good night.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks